Up in the northern woodlands of Canada, there is a relatively unknown creature that lurks in the woods. Some of the locals have started to call it the Wild Seth. We took a camera crew to the property of one of the locals who thought there was a duo of Seths living in the area. This is what we learned about these magnificent creatures. The Wild Seth is a very aggressive creature that has rarely been caught on video. Wild Seths commonly wander around their territory in groups of two, with the male and the female making up the group. These creatures at a distance are very similar to looking to humans and are often mistaken for them by travelers. While they survive, they often practice their fighting skills as it is a core part of their survival. The couples often scavenge around for food and other resources that could help them to survive. It is a rare thing for wild Seths to come close to humans, although when they face humans, they are not afraid of them and have been known to attack them. Luckily for this human, the wild Seth was spooked off and ended up running away. This human was very lucky to not be killed by the wild Seth. For survival, males often hunt while the female gathers supply for shelter. They often make short-term shelters underneath pine trees and large bushes. When the wild Seth is trying to make shelter, they're trying to protect themselves from the elements such as wind because of the harsh temperatures up here in Canada. Near where the male is hunting, an Arctic snake is hunting unaware of the wild Seth. He sees the snake and quickly sets up an ambush. It knows it needs this meal to prepare for the harsh snowstorms that are soon to come. When the snake sees the beast, it is too late. The Seth suddenly pounces and viciously kills the snake. The pair will be fed for their preparation. Before hibernation, it is mating season. Some single wild Seths are searching for a mate. Suddenly, a single male wild Seth appears from the woods. He is unique, being that he has red fur on his head. The other male spots him, and they run to each other trying to scare the other one off. The wild Seths clash together, trying to bring the other one to the ground by viciously swinging at each other. After being locked up for a while, the red-haired wild Seth is going to come off balance and he's going to get thrown to the ground. The red-haired wild Seth is suddenly thrown down and hit with no mercy. Nobody knows if the single Seth will actually survive the attack. The victor gets up after he notices the red-haired Seth is unable to defend himself. Knowing he has won, he soon makes his way back to the female. He limps back and is helped by the female. This is rare for one of the wild Seths to be uninjured in one of these showdowns. The loser is very slow to get up. He will probably end up dying of his wounds or new disabilities. Seths seem as if their preparation for the harsh winters has come short. The male makes a decision. He will invade the home of one of the locals. When he's almost at the house, a human comes out armed with a shotgun.
Get the hell out of Milan, you wild animals!
He fires at the wild Seth, ready to keep his home safe. He runs off. Sadly, because of his wounds, he will almost for sure die of his injuries. Sadly for the wild Seths, this is a common occurrence. Hopefully their population will eventually stabilize.